happy travelers!
Welcome back on board Disney Fantasy day number 6.
Yeah.
But more importantly, day number 2, back at Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point.
We're back!
So let's go ahead and get it started. Day number 6 on board Disney Fantasy and back at Lookout Cay begins right now.
Oh no, it looks like it might be another grimy kind of day. But that's okay. We're still gonna have a super fun day today, and at least the overcast will make that pier walk a little less warm than the other day. Right when we came out, I felt like a little mist on my face. I'm like, oh no, it's raining already. But no, they're just spraying down the ship, and the wind carried it over to me. Disney just keeping their ships spiffy.
Wow, the difference already. This was like glass the other day, and look at those waves rolling in there. Actually pretty sizable. And it's kind of funny, there's been a lot of, discussion, shall we put it, about the pier and the length of it. And I heard someone the other day say, well, if they would have just made it a floatable pier, they could have done this, that, and the other. Could you imagine with these waves now?
We wouldn't be able to get off the ship if it was a floatable pier.
As well as think about, they did this to avoid messing with the reefs. It's for natural conservation. You can't really argue with that. And consider that the alternative of a very long pier would be tendering. And given how most people feel about tendering,
I think the pier would win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna test something here. It is 10:50 right now. I'm curious because the process to get from the pier to the main Goombay area the other day was really long, but everybody was getting off the ship early and the trams were more crowded than I feel like they'd usually be. So 10:50 right now. I'm gonna see how long it takes us to get to the Goombay area. Even though the waves are a little bit fiercer today, the water is still super clear and still super pretty.
Now, on a more serious note about the lack of shade on the pier, it may be coming. We don't know. If I recall correctly, when they redid Perfect Day at Coco Cay and, added that long pier in, I don't think it originally had those canopy shades up either.
No, I don't think so.
And of course, Castaway Cay has undergone enhancements and additions over the years. So, all that to say, Lookout Cay is probably not a finished product. As I mentioned in the tour, they only developed 16% of the land they bought. So we will probably see additions and enhancements and improvements throughout time.
You have to remember when it's opening day stuff, we're the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
All right, pier walk today took us 10 minutes, not too terrible. I want to stop right here though, just so you can see the surf of the beach area for the Mabrika Bay. In case you end up staying in one of those cabanas over there, you know what the beach is going to be like on a non-preferable weather day. Hey, the first and last chance stall is open for the first part today. Good work, we're already improving.
All right when we walk up, a lot less people waiting for the tram than the other day, and we are coming in a little bit later, and the trams are pulling up right now, so we should not have too long of a wait here.
Are you ready to hear about Miss Sandy again?
Miss Tracy.
Oh.
Sandy the crab, and then I forgot the lizard's name.
Oh man, I still have a lot to learn.
Say hello to Lizzie the curly-tailed lizard.
Thanks for letting me tail along, Chelsy.
And Sandy the land crab.
Hello, everyone.
Shout out to Lizzie, the curly-tailed lizard, whose name I forgot for the tram tour. Miss Tracy, Sandy, and Lizzie.
Lizzie, was that the name of the magic school bus? Chameleon?
Liz, yeah. There you go.
Apparently all reptilian are named Lizzie or Liz.
Seatbelts, everyone.
All right, it is 11:20, so it took exactly 30 minutes to get from the beginning of the pier to the Goombay central area. So that is definitely an improvement from the first day we're here. It took much longer. Now, I don't know if that improvement is because we didn't get as early of a start, we weren't ready to go right when the gangway opened, or if it's because it's the second day and it's a little less hectic. It's probably a mix of both.
Something they did here at Lookout Cay that I think is really smart, they're giving out the towels and you return the towels here at the Goom Bay station. So you don't need to carry them off the ship, you don't need to carry them down the pier on the tram. You just get them once you arrive here at Goom Bay and then you return them here as well. Come shopping on the second day, don't have to deal with the crowds as much.
I am gonna pop back into Disney Tinks though, because I want to see if there's any different merch like they've added or if they've like restocked. And I will say, I don't remember these coral shorts. I like them a lot. I feel like I would have seen that if they were available. I do not remember that blue shirt. I feel like I probably would have gotten it if I saw it. This was here the other day, but I didn't show it because it was just so busy in here, but the Junkanoo Loungefly.
Well, what's really cool is the interior. I'll try to show you here. It has all of the characters Junkanoo.
Oh, how fun. Mickey's like on the outside and everybody else is on the inside.
Yeah.
That's really cute. I really like the Junkanoo character designs. That was like brilliant.
I do believe that lunch is about to open in 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and head down and see what it looks like, how busy it is right when lunch opens. And I suppose while we're doing that, we will address the other common thing that we keep getting asked about.
Oh, the flies.
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh no, the flies. I am not watching that movie.
At least the other day, there aren't flies when you're just walking around. Like, I didn't really encounter any flies other than by the food area.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently it was worse on the preview cruise. It seems like it improved when we were here the first day. So let's see if it improves even more.
Yep. I think we're gonna go down to Serenity to check out the food there, but it does look like True True 2 has opened up. Not much of a line so far, so right at opening time, it's not that busy. And there are tables open and available, but I wanted to point out these little things, these little propellers, they can turn these on, and these are fly deterrents, and they work extremely well. So this will spin around, and it will prevent flies from coming and landing on your food. We had zero issues with that when we dined here the other day. And they actually have those fly deterrent propellers around the food now as well, so it's doing a great job of helping keep those away. So I know that was a big talking point of preview day, where all the flies and the info stations and the swarms of bugs. Not really so much. Yeah, there's still some flying around. It's outdoors, it's nature. There's going to be flies, there's going to be insects, there's going to be birds at some point. But the fly deterrents are doing a great job of keeping the flies off of and away from the actual food, and I'm sure they will continue to make more improvements given time.
Here we go, Serenity Bay area. I'm actually really excited to go over here because I didn't make it over here the first day we were here. So this is gonna be a new look for me.
And as we head into Serenity Bay, right when you get here, you'll find the row of cabanas here. This was another point I heard someone mention, that there were no chairs or no loungers or beach space for the cabana guests, but there's this little like kind of beach cove that is specifically intended to be for cabana guests. So you do have this area available to you as well as the rest of the beach.
Oh, look at these beach flowers. These remind me of the flowers that we get back home by the beach. Oh, but I like them. It's kind of impressive how much they're blooming, like considering that this island's brand new.
Now, the final thing that I heard people having issues with or needing to be addressed was the lack of seating and chairs in the general area of Serenity Bay. As I mentioned in the tour, if you go down when you're looking at the water, right, if you go down all the way to the right, it was wide open, no one was down there. If you come all the way down to the left, it's Serenity Bay, and people were saying there wasn't enough seating available out on the beach, and that was true. It was very limited, I will say. So we're gonna take a look at that in a little bit and see how it is today. But first, oh wow, the food is much busier over here. Actually, to be fair, I think there are less food service stations here. It's a smaller service area for Serenity Bay barbecue, so.
Also, I think because it just opened, I think there's probably a lot of people queued up before it opened.
True.
The line. So it's like just started moving. So it may not be as bad as it looks.
There are still tables available. That's the main thing we care about. Now, we showed all the different food options at True True Barbecue and True True 2 Barbecue in the vlog on our first day's visit. Let's see if there's anything different here at Serenity Bay Barbecue. And indeed, right away, I see on the sign, grilled marinated ribeye steak. They did not have that at the other locations, but they do have the fries, the burgers, the spicy chicken sandwich, what they had over there, the pork ribs, the hot dog, bucks. They do have some baked beans. I don't remember if they had that over there. Coleslaw, pasta salad, summer couscous salad, sweet potato and purple potato salad. And then they have a cucumber salad, some hummus, cowboy pasta salad, pico de gallo, and tzatziki sauce. And then they have the Bahamian favorites here, some grilled mahi-mahi. Oh yes, I'm gonna get into that. The Bahamian pigeon peas and rice with the marinated chicken, plant-based Disney Lookout Cay stew, and grilled corn on the cob, also available. Excuse me, miss, I believe there are no drones permitted at Lookout Cay or on Disney Cruise Line. Hey, get back here! Oh, and across here at the mini pavilion, they do have some condiments, ketchup, mustard, mayo, barbecue sauce, as well as some A1 and some Tabasco, salt, pepper, sugar, things like that. But then they also have some fruit, diced watermelon, diced pineapple, diced cantaloupe, diced honeydew, sliced papaya, sliced mango, looks like some grapes in there as well, bananas, oranges, and apples. They also have chocolate chip cookies, banana bread, and Texas cornbread. And up around the food service areas, I did see maybe 2 or 3 flies flying around, but not actually in the food area, not on the food, just kind of around the building. So much improved, shouldn't be too much to worry about. And at noon on the dot, here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. At least a bit. You can see some shadows. It's shining up there in the sky. Obviously won't show it directly, but it's still obviously overcast and cloudy and gray in the distance, but we are definitely getting some sunshine in here. Here we are at the Serenity Bay Beach, and I'm seeing several chairs available, even with umbrellas, at least up here on the upper portion. Let's cross over the dunes and take a look. Now, it does look like the majority of these have already been reserved, so a little hard to tell if anyone's still looking for any, but it does look like most have been taken. Now, we did hear from someone else on the cruise who spoke to the crew, and they did assure them that they are working on acquiring more chairs for this area and for the beach in general, I believe. So those will be coming, they just don't quite have them yet. So we just asked that, just like at Castaway Cay, if you're going to snorkel, do you need to use one of these inflatable vests? They are complimentary, and we can pick them up at the Snorkel Shack, which is down the beach, just past Tower 2, Lifeguard Tower 2. But we can snorkel anywhere inside the marked swimming area, which is the white buoys. You can snorkel and swim in. So again, if you didn't happen to catch it, we talked about it on day 1. Here at Lookout Cay, it's one big beach snorkel swimming area. It just keeps going and going here, marked off by these white buoys. So anywhere in there, we're free to go.
All right, we made our way down from Serenity Bay, down the beach, and we're back over here near the Goombay Cultural Center, because right here is Flippers and Fins, which is where we can get the life vests. And these signs over here kind of give some information about the snorkeling over here, and it also gives like some instructions of how to put these items on if you've never been snorkeling before. And there you go.
An improved inflated snorkel vest must be worn at all times while you are snorkeling. They are complimentary though, so we didn't have to pay for them. Now, if you do need to get a snorkel mask and snorkel, it's $22.
Okay, Mr. Matthew, are you ready to finally get into the water and snorkel at Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, the newest Disney private destination?
What? Yes! I've been ready. Putting the phones away and switching over to the GoPro. See where the bubbles are.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
started at the Goombay Cultural Center and the beach right across from it, and we came all the way down to the end to the last white buoy right there. Now we're gonna go where no Hoffman has ever gone before. And there's no lifeguard on duty past this point, so we must swim and walk at our own risk. Do you dare take this venture? He does dare. As we're walking, I want to mention, I very much like the sand at this beach. It's very white and fluffy and very nice on the footsies. We made it, we made it. And look, there's like a little path up here.
So I guess as part of the nature trail, you can actually take a path down here by the beach and next to these cliffs. And actually, if you look up there, well, oh, there you go. You can kind of see it right there, middle of the screen. That's the old lighthouse that I went to up by during the tour of Lookout Cay. So there's actually this little path here, and you can come down, and it tells you can swim just at your own risk, and don't climb on the rocks or the dunes.
Whoa, check out these like little caves and how the cliffs cut in. This is so cool. Look at Matt over there, seeing if there's any critters hiding underneath the rocks. What an aquatic lad. This is such a nice spot. And these rocks are just beautiful, like just such naturalness. Like you can just see how the water is cut into it over time. It's beautiful. If you want to be in a very secluded area, this is where you should go. Now, I don't know if it's gonna stay secluded for forever. The more people that come here, the more people that'll realize it's here, but for now it's really nice. I mean, look how cool this is. It's like just untouched land. It's really nice.
I will say, be careful if you're gonna go out there in the water around there. In general, obviously, be careful. Slippery rocks, waves, all that stuff. But people are climbing up to the top, and some people were throwing rocks off. And I don't even just mean little rocks, like they were tag teaming a big rock to make a huge splash, which I get. It's fun, those things, big splash. I don't know if they knew people were down there, though, and that would be catastrophically bad if it hit someone. I'll put it that way.
Well, and also too, there is a sign that says you're not supposed to climb on the rocks. A lot of people haven't been seeing that or listening to it, but like, you gotta be careful over here.
Yeah.
I mean, come down here, enjoy the beach and stuff like that, but really don't get yourself into trouble.
All right, as we conclude our snorkeling, our number one tip whenever you're snorkeling for finding sea life is that fish and their friends love structure. So if you're anywhere in this water that doesn't have structure, you ain't gonna see nothing, okay? So what you wanna do is look for those darker areas. See that right there, that big dark area? Or like this one right there? Those are the coral reefs. That's where the structure is, and that's where you're gonna see all the sea life. Now, the best that we saw was actually right here. So if you're at the right end of the beach as you're looking at the water, there's the first white buoy, the second white buoy in that big dark area, and it's across from, like, there's the Play Pavilion, Triton's trumpet stage, whatever that is, and the seating for True Barbecue. So right across from that, and the first lifeguard shack, actually, that's a good point of reference too. Right out from that big dark area is where we saw the most stuff. We liked it the most there because it's a huge reef that you can go around, but also, as you see, it ends before the white buoy, so you can go all the way around it. You can go on the back side of it, which wasn't the case for some of the other spots.
Ooh, a little detail I didn't notice the last time we were here. Look, they have like these painted barrels, but they're painted like the Fab Five characters. See, that one's Goofy, that one's Mickey, and that one's Pluto. And there's only one last thing to do to make our Lookout Cay day complete. Oh, I was gonna say getting a fun pineapple drink, but they're closed.
And according to the app, the smoothie place closed at 3 o'clock.
Oh, and what time is it? Like 3 o'clock?
It's 3:07.
No. Now let's see, if it were open and I was gonna get one, I'd probably get the spicy watermelon limeade because that sounds fun, and you get a rock candy stick.
I tried the pineapple, please.
What'd you say, a tropical LeFou's brew?
Yeah, tropical LeFou's brew with the marshmallow cream in there.
There you go.
I love LeFou's brew, so.
Well, won't be happening today, but something to look forward to next time. The only bar that's open right now is the Mangroves and Go, which I believe is over in the Mabrika area, but they do have some fun drinks. And I think they may sell those fun pineapple tumblers. I don't know.
It closes at 4 though, we better get a move on.
Let's go. go. Okay, I know we need to go, but before we go, I just want to say the artwork and like the colorfulness on this island is really, really beautiful. That's one of my favorite things about it. Is like it's very colorful. I appreciate all the art and decor, and I think they did a really good job with that. And I think that's something that Disney Cruise and just Disney in general does really well, is like, you know, having a story to tell and like the decoration matching and everything. So like this island is like inspired by Bahamian culture. So they had Bahamian artists come and do the artwork and design and stuff for this island, and it shows, and I just really appreciate it. I think it's really beautiful.
I'm so tired. I'm gonna take a nap.
Great idea, Sandy. We'll be back at the ship soon, so let's all relax and enjoy.
And he's snoring.
This is egregious. This is egregious. This isn't supposed to close for another 17 minutes.
What's funny too is when we were coming up on the tram, we could see it and we're like, oh, it's still open. And they literally just threw down the hammer.
Well,
We weren't meant for a pineapple today.
fine. See you next time, mangroves, and go away, I guess.
Well, there we go. Our last little look-see of Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point.
The crew is making plans today.
Oh! Hey, how fun! Bye, Lookout Cay crew! You were great! Thank you for everything! But before we leave, what are your thoughts on the island, just briefly?
So I liked it the other day on first impression. I like it even more now.
Yeah, I think it has a lot going for it. Even though it's not like an extravagant difference from Castaway, it has its own vibe, and I do feel like it's a different experience, which I'm very happy for.
Yeah, the snorkeling was such a pleasant surprise. That was so much better than I thought it would be, and I'll be a fan of coming back to that. Those cliffs, all the natural stuff was excellent. I think the food is a bit better than Castaway, so I really was a fan of that. And the things that people were having issues with, like we talked about, most of the things have already seen improvement.
Yeah.
So just from the other day, and we figure they'll continue to get better over time. So the other day I said I didn't feel like this was as much a destination as Castaway is, and I don't feel like that anymore. I think it is.
So I know people are gonna ask, like, what do you like more, Castaway or Lookout? And I don't really have an answer right now, because like I said, they're two totally different vibes, but also it's a hard comparison, because you're comparing, you know, an island that we've been to dozens of times and has like over 20 years of like, you know, getting their stuff together, versus an island we've only been to twice and has only had like a week to get their stuff together. But I will say, like, if I had to pick one island to go back to, like, right this very moment, like we could go there tomorrow, I would pick Lookout right now, because like it has me really excited. I want to explore it more. I want to like, I want to see more of what it's about. So it definitely was a good experience and left me wanting more, which I think is like all we could really ask for at this point.
And I know the next follow-up question, well, Lookout or Coco Cay? Nothing's beating Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Sorry, it would take something beyond spectacular to top that as a private destination. But Lookout is great in its own right. It's just something different.
This island was the whole reason why we came on this cruise, and I'm so glad we did. We had a great time.
Alright friends, that is going to do it for us here. Day number 6 on the Disney Fantasy. And from Lookout Cay, we're not going back this time.
No, we're going back to Port Canaveral, but we have a fun day at sea tomorrow.
Yes, with some nice tasty food coming our way. So stay tuned for that. As always, if you're interested in booking your own Disney cruise, feel free to reach out via the travel agent information in the description of this video. It's completely free to you. And be sure to check out our first day video from Lookout Cay, the full tour of the destination. That video is already up and ready to go. And check out all the videos in the playlist for this sailing. Lots of fun to be found there. Once again, thanks for joining us for today. We'll see you back tomorrow, day number 7. Until then, happy travels!